If you want to know the differences in amaranth and how to pick them, the best way to harvest them and make sure you get more year after year, I've got the video for you. I grow them in my garden and my allotment in the UK, and they do really well. Let's show you the full basket we've picked today. This is a full basket just from today, and in 2 weeks time we're gonna have some more to pick. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to a new video. Thank you for clicking in. Today we're harvesting some amaranth. Now these are amaranth, also known as Callaloo, also known as efotete, also known as greens. In Nigeria we just call them greens. Now there's so many different varieties. I'll try and show you, but these ones I planted, and see how huge the leaves are. They're ready for harvest essentially. So let's harvest them, and I'll show you what I do, because you can actually just pick them up. Like, let's see, come closer please. So this one right here is crowded. You can pluck it up from the roots, okay? But the problem with doing this is you have only one harvest and you have very little plant. But I don't mind doing this for this one because it's overcrowded. So this is the best way to harvest it. You come down and you see this one plant has branched here. It's also branched here. So we can actually pick this, and look, we still have branches. So this is what I picked, one, and this is what you have loads. And even from that I can still go ahead and pick these amaranths. The best way to harvest it, okay, is by picking from the sides. Oh, that's another plant. That's a single plant on its own. And you have all these little things branching out in a few weeks. Now this one is overcrowded here. I don't mind to pick it, because to pull it out from the roots, I mean, because it's quite overcrowded and it's not going to produce a big fruit. So this is the best way to harvest your amaranth. Now if you don't know amaranth but you love spinach, this is the closest thing to spinach. It tastes really mild, absolutely delicious, but there is one thing you need to know about amaranth. It is high in oxalic acids, which can cause kidney stones and aches and pains for those with chronic conditions. When it comes to pests and diseases, it doesn't have a lot of diseases. This is entirely organic, as you can see. Nothing sprayed, but no diseases. So amaranth does really well. The holes you have here are from slugs, which is normal if you're organic growing. You have slug damage, but whereas with the cabbage family, kale family, I have to net it up because you have the butterflies going and laying their eggs and we have caterpillars eating them. I don't need to do anything to my amaranth. It's just happy outdoors. Now these ones are beginning to go to seed, so we try to make sure we're harvesting before the seed head forms. Unless you're growing it for seeds, which you can actually eat the seeds like a grain. It's actually a gluten-free grain, but once again that grain is high in oxalic acids. So, oh gosh, someone is mowing the lawn. Someone's mowing the lawn. It's difficult to actually do live or videos at the allotment because there's always something going on. Anyway, if you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, it's raining. It's autumnal, so I've got my autumn coat, I've got my waterproof jacket, but we need to do a few harvests because otherwise some of these things will grow over and I need to give some of it out. Like I said, I don't eat it, but I grow for people that enjoy it. So I'm just gonna pick some, and hopefully in 2 weeks time we'll have some more amaranth growing. It might look really aggressive. It looks really aggressive picking it that way, but trust me, it's the best way for it to yield more leaves and also grow better. We have almost a full basket, but guess what? This is not even up to half of what I'm growing. Come with me, let me show you more. We have plants falling over. This is the tomato bed that was gifted. They were seedlings, tiny seedlings. Show them how big they are. Tiny seedlings that were gifted to us, but look how beautiful they're doing. Our corn plants, we've fenced over it because of the foxes. This corn is such a delicious, delicate variety. You can have up to 4 cobs. Can you believe that? 1, 2, 3, 4. from one plant. That one has, is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 as well. And then these are sweet corn. You can see the difference. The stalks are skinny, whereas this one, see how chubby the stalks are. Those are the field corns that are mixed. Sweet corn is nearly ready. Nearly, I said. And the fence is there to protect us from the foxes. Some more tomatoes here. Some more tomatoes on this side. And the potatoes need to go soon. Some of them are dying out and some of them had blight, but thankfully it hasn't spread. So let's pick the more amaranth. Look here. Yeah, this is the main bed. Now this is what I was talking about, the seeds. So if you have seeds like this and you want more leaves, all you need to do is just come around and just cut the seed bit. This is what I did here. Prune it. If you look there, that's the tip that I cut off, and you have more leaves branching out. But it's still perfectly edible, so don't worry about the taste. It's still tender, it's quite delicate, really delicious for making sauteing with onions, or we make a beautiful vegetable soup with it. Really, really nice with rice and yam and things like that. So I'm just gonna pick, this is a lot here. I'm just gonna go a bit aggressive, really. Oh, look at my straps I've been looking for. I need those straps. And if you look down here, some of them are yellowing because it was just too crowded and not as big as the ones on the other side. So spacing them actually is beneficial if you can space them, because they would do better. But you have a lot of the seeds usually, so they actually grow well. Oh, we haven't even finished yet. It's a massive amaranth harvest. Hopefully I can give about 3 families or 2 families depending. And thankfully in a couple of weeks there'll be more to harvest. These amaranths are from seeds I saved last year. So when we're coming to the end of the season, I'm going to let most of it go to seed and we'll have loads of seeds to grow again. They're quite mild tolerant plants, so they can tolerate fairly coldish weather, whereas some other tropical vegetables don't. Look at this pile, man. Some other tropical vegetables don't, but amaranth is different. It actually tolerates milder conditions, but you still need to sow it. If you need to grow this in the UK or in the West, you need to sow it after your last frost date. It's not frost hardy, but it can tolerate mild conditions. We used to have this just come back every year, back in Africa, in Nigeria. But this time around, we have to plant. Yeah, I think I've finished. Now I'm going to show you a different variety. This is also amaranth. I believe this is the Jamaican Callaloo. Now look at the seeds. The seeds in this one are quite spiky. Can you see how spiky they are? These ones are not spiky. I think we have this as well in Nigeria, but this is the popular one we eat. So if you want the Jamaican one, that's it. This one looks like the proper one. Actually, let me pull it out. No, it's the same Jamaican one. The stems are a little bit red. And actually, look what I've noticed. Look at this. The stalks of these are not smooth. They're a bit like crinkled, whereas these stalks are really smooth. So that's a good way to identify the difference. We don't normally generally eat this, the Nigerian community, but some people still eat them. They're all the same thing. This one self-seeds every year on my plot. I never planted it, but this is the one I plant for people. Okay. This is a purple one I've just seen on the path. It's self-seeded. I think it's self-seeded on my neighbor's bed, but it's on the path. I'm going to take it and try and grow it from seed and grow it for seed. Last 2 years, I planted them. They did really well, but I couldn't get them to self-seed and I didn't save the seeds. So definitely going to try this one. Let's see if we can try and not damage the roots. I don't even know how deep this thing is. So the roots are tangled with that weed. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go plant it on my bed. As much roots as you can take, the better. Look at how the root of this plant. Can you believe that? So let's take it. It's definitely an amaranth. Look at that. Definitely. So we're gonna go and try growing this on my bed to see if I'll have a harvest of this purple once we seed. I'll try and grow it in a different location so we don't have them crossing. Where do I plant this? I need space. Making a video. Okay, I think I'll put it here. Come over here, please. I've got some kale growing here. I just don't want to overcrowd it. But I think this amaranth is worth saving, and I need it visible. So I'm just gonna pop that in there as deep as I can. Make a hole. And then I plant it in there, all the root structure, and hopefully we'll have purple amaranth seeds to grow, and also some for next year. I'm just going to water that in now, and that's it. We have a lot more to harvest today. So much runner beans. I think I'll show you at the end what we harvested. But thank you so much. If you've watched this video, have you enjoyed this video? If you enjoyed, have you learned anything about amaranth? And are you going to grow some, or are you growing some? How do you grow them? What are your tricks and your secrets to harvesting? Share it in the comment section. And also, if you haven't yet, kindly subscribe. Join the family. Let's grow together. Let's show people we can grow our own food, be as self-sustainable as we can, not 100% for me, and ultimately enjoy a healthy, happy life. Until next time, I'll see you in another video. Bye. This is what I harvested today. Lots of tomatoes, beans, and obviously our amaranth.